So how exactly is this new snapshot going to allegedly change Minecraft exactly? Well, really, it depends on how you use it. So check out my hotbar down here. We've got a whole bunch of new items: Rainblade, Star Slice, Cubetana, Riches Sword. Right. Well, we've added in these new items to show you a brand new command that came out one of the recent Minecraft 1.17 snapshots that will allow, if you'll focus your attention by the hotbar, for cooldowns on items. Notice this. We have our cooldown bar appearing on the Riches Sword that we are actively using right now, including the ability for it to ding when that cooldown has finished filling back up. This actually harkens back to last week's snapshot video where we talked about the new /item command, which replaced the /replace item command. You can see some of that video playing right here, but the whole premise behind it is we now have the ability to specifically modify aspects of singular items in a way that we could do before, but not quite as easily as we are capable of doing now. So again, looking here, if you focus your attention on the hotbar down here, you'll notice that as we get closer to the light in this video, the amount of items we have in our hotbar increases, and the further away we get from that item, the amount of it decreases. We now have the ability to specifically modify singular items in our hotbar, in our inventory, etc. And so that's what today's snapshot video is all about. This video will showcase how /item can be used as a proof of concept to add in special right-click abilities with cooldowns that could, in theory, change how we interact with Minecraft combat items or plain old items forever. Big shouts out to DashJaps for today's proof of concepts. We'll be making our way through about 15 different examples of cooldowns in action so that you can kind of get your mind wrapped around everything that could come with this ability to use the new /item command. The first one, of course, is the remote sword, which will create clones of itself near you on right click, and these clones will automatically attack any other mob. So as you can see, we just happened to spawn in, oh boy, a whole mess of clone swords all around us. And look at that, they move on their own. We can cause them to, I guess, massively kill cows right away. Kind of intimidating. Let's spawn in a couple more of these cows first so you can see exactly how that looks. Now, again, worth noting, there is a cooldown, so we cannot continuously spam click the remote sword. You can literally see the cooldown occurring right around us. So, as you can see here, I'm trying to spawn in more. It's not working. We're only getting those limited ones around us. They eventually disappear, and then you can right-click again, and the clone swords will follow us. So wherever we move, these swords are actually attacking nearby mobs. Now, again, these are a little bit overpowered of examples, but the whole premise here is to show you what we are in theory capable of in a much more easier way using the /item command. And it's not limited to just weapons, but that's what today's video is about. But our next weapon is the Rainblade, and this will send a rainbow projectile out that will seek nearby mobs and try to kill them. But it does have a long cooldown, which we'll be able to see in just a second here, because I accidentally just activated it. So again, looking down at my hotbar, you can see that cooldown bar slowly filling back up until you hear a ding, which means it's active once again. So now, this rainbow beam of particles will attack nearby mobs. Go nuts on them. Hold on a second. Maybe we can get that the Betsy's over here. Right click on that. Look at that. Just goes for it instantly. Oh man. Oh cool. Homing device. Will it get those cows over there? Yep. Instantly goes to them. Looks like it dissipates after it hits at least one, but if there's two mobs close enough to each other, there's a chance that it'll get both of them. Let me see. Go and right click again. Set that off. Yeah. Okay. How about that? So you can at least get one, and more than likely, if there's mobs close together, you can get a handful of them as well. My condolences to all the cows we're killing. Okay, the next weapon is Star Slice, and this will send damaging stars falling in the direction you are facing. Test subjects. Okay, I'll do it. Man, what is with the cows? DashJeff's got a bone to pick. Let's see. All right, so we're going to right-click. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's cool. And that's got a pretty quick cooldown on it as well, so we can go nuts and just start sending these things all over the place. I could see how this could revitalize PvP or PvM in so many different ways. It would definitely be fun at the least for some custom maps. I mean, I personally can't wait to use this. Doesn't look like it was actually damaging me, which is nice. What am I, a star or something? Modest too. Alright, next one is Leaf Edge. This one will shoot out 3 leaves on right click to harm mobs. Let me guess, cows? Yes, I would have figured as much. So if you right click with this, With any luck. Look at that. Yeah, damages some nearby mobs. This one has a remarkably fast cooldown. We can pretty much just hold right-click down, and we're getting an extra attack pretty consistently, to be honest. Now, it doesn't look like the leaves really... leaves? I say leaves. It doesn't look like the leaves reach for too far out, but the really cool thing is we can aim this totally directionally. It doesn't matter where we're looking. We could be looking straight up, straight down. We can really get minute with where we are sending our foliage of fear. Nice. Why are they afraid of leaves? I mean, they're only killing them. So this next one, Skyheight, will blast you into the air on right click. Oh wow, look at that. I have the high ground. And it even gives you a little bit of slow falling on the way down. So you could literally add in items, right? It doesn't have to be a sword. This could be really any item that we wanted to. It may need some kind of damage value associated with it, not sure. But you could add an item that you can just, from time to time, need to right click in order to use. I mean, technically you can texture anything to look like it's not a weapon so that you could have a cooldown hotbar on it. Now, again, we've been able to do this in the past, but not this easily. And now that we've got the /item modify, we can literally see the cooldown occurring. So this is going to be fantastic for any people that want to make data packs out there that actually have cooldown items. And it doesn't have to go from empty back to full. You can literally have no hotbar durability appear, and then when you right click, it drains downwards. I mean, the possibilities are endless here in terms of what you can do with the cooldowns, but also in terms of what you can do with the effects themselves. Okay, so this next one is Cubatana. Don't you wanna? This will shoot out a block on right click. Let me see. Oh, look at that. Cool. So now we've got the ability to build a house with whatever. Oh goodness, something's on fire. Don't like that. Not one bit. Again, this is proof of concept, so it's a little rough in some respects and certain aspects of the respects that we're aspecting, but you know what I said, right? No? Okay, don't worry about it. Oh wow, we can literally even break... we can break blocks doing it as well. Hold on, let me try and get another cactus. Boom. Nice. No, that's funny. Can we replace... Okay, so it looks like sometimes we can replace blocks. Other times it'll just place it right next to it. Your results may vary. Really just depends on who you have coding this. About halfway done. Thanks for leaving a like on today's video, by the way, and subscribe for more Snapshot content right as it comes out. It would be very useful. Lava Saber is up next. It will shoot a ball of fire, not lava, I guess, on right click, and will harm any mob, but it has a long cooldown. Now, I did just see some innocent bunnies. Bunny! Get him! Nice! I mean, it didn't set it on fire, just kind of killed it outright. Let's try with Betsy over here. Betsy. Ah, just shy. But yeah, you can see that we can change the cooldown amount on anything we want. Man, okay. Well, doesn't set them on fire as much as it just straight up kills them, but, you know, works with me too. You can literally code in whatever effect you want, so it's not the end of the world if you decided you did want to make an item that actually, in fact, sets mobs on fire. For now, I'm going to settle for just kills a whole bunch in a row. Oh, it doesn't even kick the beef. I rest my case. So the Haunted Edge here will send out a spirit to possess a mob. Can we see that? Let me... Oh, do we have to aim it properly? I would have thought. All right, we're going to possess this cow here, I suppose. Whoa. Whoa. Poor Betsy. Whoa, literally just kind of start... Oh, gosh! Well, hey, developers in the comments section, as well as people that don't know a lick of development, what would you use the /item for? How would you develop for it? Or if you don't know about development, what item would you like to see that has a cool cooldown effect? Maybe it's this one, Dayrise. The Dayrise is like the Lava Saber, but it only harms undead mobs. It doesn't have as long of a cooldown, though. So we've got a test subject here, and we can see here that it will, in fact, damage the undead mob. But if we were to try and use it on this guy, goes right through it. Now, how about both at the same time? Let me see. Oh, that one just came up shy. How about this instead? Let's, no, I don't want to ride the horse. Get bad. Get off. Bad. Undead. So will it, in fact, then... Look at that! Wow, so it goes right on through. Very cool. So you can get very specific with your weaponry. Nightfall is the counterpart to Dayrise. It will only harm living mobs instead of undead mobs. So again, in this case, we've literally just reversed the story. Ahaha! You can use these two in conjunction with one another. Very interesting concepts we have here. The next weapon we have to show off is Blood Clot. Now, this will make mobs have a damaging status effect. So, we summon in a... Oh, we've switched over to donkeys and equestrians, huh? Go ahead. Blood Clot. So this will slowly take periodic damage as though it's got a bleed effect on it. And you can go nuts with this, right? You could code in particles to make it look like it's actually bleeding out, which isn't morbid at all. But, you know, you can get wild with it. Oh, man. Are you going to make it, buddy? What kind of monster would have possibly done that to you? I'm not a psychopath, it's fair. Doesn't even have to be combat related, right? The richest sword will grow minerals in stone when you right-click with it. So check this out. Look at that. We just got ourselves some free coal. Hey, a lot of free coal. Can we just shoot it straight up? Bam, just like that. Ooh, and it went all the way through. Can we just stop and appreciate? Yeah, let's get it. We got some gold out of that. Seems to be a mostly coal story, but as you can see, you can code it to have whatever odds you want. We got some iron on that round. You can do a whole lot. And you can attach this to a pickaxe. It doesn't have to be attached to a sword. So, again, this is all proof of concept. Ooh, Lapis. So apparently the Mushsword will shroomify nearby blocks, and it can also affect mobs. Let's see. Whoa, look at that. Hey, Betsy. You don't... There we go. Now you've been affected. So yeah, it can turn blocks into actual mushroom blocks, right? Possibilities are literally endless. Really cool. Hates cactus, though. Just straight up breaks it. The Glacier Saber here will freeze any nearby mobs in place. Look at that. Man, this is just... It is just supremely useful, to be perfectly honest. Like, I could just see this being... Wow. I mean, I can't wait to see more people adopt these features. I mean, 1.17 is shaping up to be a really cool update. Not only for the actual caves and cliffs, the new mobs, the new blocks, all the new places to explore, but honestly, for map makers out there, like, you guys should really be looking forward to this. I mean, I know I am. And finally, the Bone Blade. The one to end it all, presumably. The Bone Blade will send a bone boomerang projectile forth to harm nearby mobs. How about this mob right over here? Ah, nice. Okay. Well, maybe he don't... Okay, so he seems to... We can still attack with this guy, thankfully. So we'll go ahead and just do that instead. Get away. Bad. How about we use the victim instead? Because you do seem to have to code in a lot of these. So there's the boomerang, or the bone orang, right? And these are all attached to cooldowns. It's not just right-click magic, right? It's literally... That's the whole premise. Cannot spam this. Have to wait for it to get back to where it should be. And then you can use these powers once again. So, hey, thanks for watching today's Snapshot. Subscribe for more Snapshot stuff. And let us know below which one ended up being your favorite. Or which one you might add.